Right now, back to the festivities, back to honoring you, and we're going to begin as we have always begun at our annual conferences, and that is by recognizing some of your outstanding colleagues, our Visionary Leadership Award winners. And for that part of the program, I'm going to turn it back to you, Robin.
Thank you, Pat, Donna, Denise, and all of our sponsors. Now for a very special part of this event, the annual NJPSA and NJASCD Visionary Awards. This year's award winners truly exemplify leadership and imagination and have been instrumental in maintaining the highest standards for their schools, leading new programs, promoting social emotional learning, and doing their utmost to prepare all of their students for the future. NJPSA is presenting each award winner with $7,000 to use in his or her school, plus a $1,000 personal award. In addition, each award winner will be receiving a gift to commemorate this event. Varsity Brands Herff Jones has generously donated rings to NJPSA award winners, have been sent and will proudly wear. We would like to thank them for this gift and for their support of school administrators across our state. FEA has been listed as a strategic partner with this company for the last 6 years. Please join me in thanking Kevin Hickswa, sales manager from Varsity Brands Herff Jones, with a warm round of applause. Please also note that we are accepting nominations for the 2021 Visionary Awards now through October 30th. Information about how to apply is available on the NJPSA website at njpsa.org/awards and has been emailed to all NJPSA members. Today, we honor the following outstanding educational leaders. Dina Russo, NJPSA Visionary Assistant Principal of the Year and New Jersey recipient of the NAESP National Outstanding Assistant Principal. She is Vice Principal of the Red Bank Primary School. Maria Fabiano, NJPSA Visionary Supervisor of the Year. She's the Supervisor of Language Arts Literacy, grade 6-12 for the Elizabeth Public Schools. Kristen Paskalides, NJPSA Visionary Principal of the Year, elementary level, and New Jersey recipient of the NAESP National Distinguished Principal Award. And he is the principal of the Middle Township Elementary School #1. And Dr. Michael Vinella, NJPSA Visionary Principal of the Year, secondary level, and New Jersey recipient of the NASSP MetLife Principal of the Year Award. And he is the principal of the East Brunswick High School. Marie Adair, NJASCD Dr. Ernest L. Boyer Outstanding Educator Award. And she's recently retired Executive Director of NJASCD. We also want to say a very special thank you and welcome to all the family, friends, and colleagues of the award winners who are with us this morning on Zoom to share this very special ceremony. We are honored and delighted to have all of you with us today. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of our 3 organizations, I congratulate all of today's award winners. They have demonstrated outstanding leadership and have initiated for their students a love of learning that will last a lifetime. For today's ceremony, I will briefly introduce each winner one at a time. I will then invite someone from that winner has chosen to speak on his or her behalf to share with us what makes that person so special and deserving of this great honor. We will then call upon the visionary winner to speak for a few minutes. We ask all of our speakers to please turn on their webcam and unmute their mic while they are speaking. The 2020 Visionary Assistant Principal of the Year Award is Dina Russo, Vice Principal of Red Bank Primary School. As Vice Principal of Red Bank Primary School, Dina Russo focused her efforts on the development of response to intervention and literacy. She systematically constructed a tiered system to support with the literacy interventionists and instructional coaches over the course of 5 years and identified students who are at risk and have provided some support necessary for students to reach grade level reading expectations by the end of 3rd grade. All grade levels attended professional learning communities as a part of RTI. As a part of the RTI process to analyze student data and compile frequencies to support for small group instruction and intervention within the classroom. Here to tell us a little more about Dina is the Assistant Superintendent of Instruction for Red Bank Public Schools, LUIGI.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm honored today to represent our superintendent, Dr. Rummage, our Board of Education, our leadership team, our over 200 staff members, and 1,400 students in speaking on behalf of our very own Dina Russo, Vice Principal of Red Bank Primary School. Dina has been the Vice Principal here for the past 7 years, and we worked together for 5 of those years. Our mantra here in Red Bank is dream big, we'll help you get there. Dina is a major part of ensuring that every student and staff member that walks through the doors of the primary school dreams big, and through her numerous actions, they are getting there. Some of you may ask what makes Dina stand out as a visionary leader amongst her other deserving nominees. The reasons are many. Dina never forgets that people, not programs, teach children. She has taught diverse learners from all over the world with unique backgrounds and has unwavering compassion for all. Dina sets high expectations for students and staff, and even higher expectations for herself. She uses multiple measures to help develop the whole child beyond just a test score. Dina has a purpose for everything she does. She has made it her mission to connect with students, their families, and the community at large. Dina uses data daily. She has worked tirelessly to develop and refine our tiered systems of support, spearheaded the development of guidelines for data collection and analysis, collaborated with staff to create tiered expectations for student performance, and so much more. Dina is a role model who strives to improve her own performance. She continues to attend and facilitate professional learning in the areas of literacy, assessment, RTI, and technology, just to name a few. Dina helps create a positive culture every single day. She realizes the value of community partnerships and extracurricular activities in developing the whole child. This led her to work with the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore and having over 120 of our very own girls participate in this program. Dina understands the power of praise. She's passionate about character education, which promotes positive student interactions and appropriate social development. Dina treats everyone with respect. She is collaborative, and she works with the child study team, counselors, local health providers, and other community partners in order to support the whole child. Dina reflects on everything she does, striving to be the very best. She is passionate about her role as an agent of change, and her commitment to the success of staff and students is apparent in all that she does. Dina strives to make a positive difference in the lives of every staff member and child she encounters. One of Dina's more notable achievements was how she spearheaded the RTI process at Red Bank Primary School. There are many unmeasurable components of RTI that can be only observed by our students being more confident, their overall happiness, and our families more willing to approach the school for assistance from academics to basic needs. As an example, in 2015-16, 65% of students entered third grade requiring Tier 3 support. Through a shared vision with her colleagues and numerous partnerships, 4% of students ended third grade requiring Tier 3 support in 2018-19. And this is just one example of how her vision has produced overwhelming positive academic outcomes. You've all listened to me describe all the reasons why Dina is the consummate professional and deserving of this award. However, her role as a mother of 2 beautiful children, wife of a supportive husband, daughter to 2 amazing parents, and loving sister to 2 siblings is and will always be her greatest reward in life. For all of these reasons and more, I am honored to congratulate my friend and colleague, Dina Russo, on being selected as the NJPSA Visionary Vice Principal of the Year.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to our Assistant Principal of the Year, Dina Russo. I would like to ask Dina to accept this award and say a few words. Dina?
Thank you so much, NJPSA, for this amazing honor. It is wonderful to continue to highlight positives and inspiration through such a unique time. I am thankful for this award and all you do towards educational excellence. I want to thank Luigi LAUGELLI for his kind introduction and also for being an amazing mentor for me over the past 7 years. I served as Luigi's vice principal for 5 years. He has given me so many tools that have made me successful so far in my career, and I'm glad that he's still guiding me and the district by serving as our assistant superintendent. I want to thank Maria Iozzi, who serves as my current principal. We are now going into our 2nd year together. I have already learned such valuable skills from her, and it is a pleasure to work with her. I look forward to continuing our work over the years. I want to thank Dr. Jared Rummage for all that he's done serving as our superintendent. Thank you for inspiring us as leaders, for teaching students to pursue their dreams, and thank you for changing the narrative in our town and allowing us the credit we deserve. I know there is more to come, and I couldn't be more proud to serve on your team. Lastly, my husband and entire family, including our 2 children and our parents, because without their support, a career is hard to juggle while raising children. I appreciate their encouragement, love, and backing. Opening schools this year was one of the greatest challenges of many of our careers. Pulling together as a team and working countless hours to open was well worth the time and effort. Now more than ever, we are seeing the divide between our students of diverse backgrounds and low socioeconomic status. Putting aside all of our fundamental differences, we all have to step back and make unbiased decisions based on the needs of children. All students are struggling socially and emotionally throughout these times. Due to the school closures, many now see that schools are more than standards and curriculum. We are community hubs, especially for a population like Red Bank. We provide the opportunity that are not available outside of the school day. We partner with local organizations to provide extracurricular activities and health organizations to give access to basic healthcare needs, including mental health support. The divide for our underprivileged students is more prevalent now than ever. We have to take a look at this time as an opportunity to make changes that reflect a more equitable education with access to not just basic needs like Wi-Fi at the moment, but also real-life experiences through programming that enhances the development of children socially and emotionally and exposes them to opportunities their peers have the privilege of experiencing. In order to provide an equitable education to our underprivileged population, it is about experiences and it is about access. I am proud and honored to work in a district that shares my core values of equity and access in education. I look forward to continuing our work and collaborating to come up with innovative ways to give our students what they need to pursue their dreams. We have a mantra in Red Bank Borough Public Schools: dream big will help you get there. I believe we have already helped many get there, and we have more work to do to support our students throughout these challenging times. My hope is that all schools across the country are just as dedicated to providing all children of diverse backgrounds and lower socioeconomic status the opportunity that will help them on an even playing field with their peers and be given the educational experience needed for them to pursue their dreams, same as our students are provided. Thank you again for the honor of this award. I truly appreciate the validation of my work, and I wish everyone well.
Thank you, Dina, and congratulations once again. The 2020 Visionary Supervisor of the Year Award is Maria Fabiano, Supervisor of Language Arts Literacy, grades 6 through 12. To improve student performance among students in grade 10 in writing, she created a focus plan that included professional development sessions on the research stimulation task, including sessions on close reading strategies, text-based argumentative writing, interaction with media, vocabulary related to informational texts, and sessions on the 4-point PARC rubric for the research stimulation task and the inner reader reliability sessions that teachers evaluate students' text-based argumentative writing. As a result of this collective effort, student improvement in the research stimulation task component of the NJSLA exceeded that of the state in 2019. I'd like to ask Michael OJEDA, principal of the Thomas Jefferson Arts Academy in Elizabeth, to share some more about Maria's leadership.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you all here today, and my congratulations to all of our honorees this morning. My name is Michael Ojeda. I'm the principal of Thomas Jefferson Arts Academy, and I am a proud colleague of Maria Fabiano. I have known Maria for almost 15 years, and over the years that we have served together, and that includes me serving as a teacher under her supervision, as a colleague of hers at the central office, and also as a principal working side by side with her to lead a school. I have come to know Maria Fabiano as an incredible professional and one of the educators who I admire the most. When we think about a visionary leader, Maria embodies what it is to be a visionary leader in a number of ways. We've just heard a quick summary of some of her most recent work, but I can share that the Elizabeth Public Schools is guided by 3 core ethics, which are equity, expectations, and excellence. Maria has made it her mission professionally in order to be able to make sure that the work of literacy instruction embodies those 3 values. Part of that has included, over the course of the last 15 years, a complete overhaul of our middle school and high school English curricula. That has included the development of an extremely fine-tuned assessment and curriculum feedback system that not only helps to provide frequent updates and timely professional development for teachers, but is also used as an opportunity to develop leaders. In our district, Maria serves over 30 schools and uses every opportunity in order to be able to develop leaders in every single school that she works with. Maria has also, and actually the way I came to know her initially, has also led significant work in cross-curricular development. I was a young social studies teacher. I think the days have passed of me being a young social studies teacher. I'm now just a social studies teacher and high school principal. But that's actually how I first came to know Maria, as with her visiting my class and providing me guidance and feedback on how to be able to infuse literacy across the curriculum and how to be able to work with a very diverse array of learners and be able to use the social studies curriculum to support our literacy objectives and create better citizens. Maria is my hero. I mean, I have no other way to say it. I know that, you know, by virtue of us being virtual, she is spared having to sit in a room and listen to me say these things. So she's able to be at home in her office hearing me say these things. So that's probably good for her, because I'm sure, you know, she is the type of person who is incredibly humble and doesn't always feel comfortable with sharing these kinds of experiences about her. But I can absolutely say on behalf of not only myself, but our entire school district leadership, our Board of Education, and the thousands of students who have benefited because of her leadership, that the compassion and grace that guide Maria as she leads have made our school district an immeasurably better place, have made our teachers immeasurably better, and have left myself and a number of other leaders immeasurably touched by the incredible example that she sets. It's my privilege to congratulate Maria on this well-deserved honor, and I am happy to be able to extend to her to share a few words.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Maria Fabiano to accept this award and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Mike, for your kind words. I'm touched. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I don't know what to say. Just thank you very much for everything that you said and everything that you've done for me as well, because you are my hero. You're my hero. With that said, good morning, everybody. These days, the phrase, "it takes a village," is quoted often. And when you think about it, we all travel through so many villages in a lifetime. For example, I've lived in the village of immigrants, the village of the classroom, the village of mother countries, the village of students and teachers, and my very own nuclear village of family. And as I reflect, in each village I travel through, there's always a constant. In order for this village to thrive, there needs to be attention paid, attention to nurturing, attention to teaching the right things, attention to mindfulness, and attention to reflection, and attention to ensuring that all of this is in place in order to foster resilience and hope. We have to be mindful of what we are doing every minute of the day when it comes to the students in the classroom. We all can attest to the fact that life as we know it, and we knew it even a few months ago, is no longer the same or even nearly the same. The global pandemic has affected everyone, young and old. We've lost so many of our citizens, in particular doctors, nurses, teachers, our own teachers, mothers, fathers, children, grandparents, and very good friends. If it has taught us anything, it has taught us how important knowledge and perseverance really are. If we don't have accurate knowledge, we will not know how to stay safe and strong in the face of adversity. This takes hard work and perseverance, and I want to tell you that in my village of English teachers, hard work and perseverance are evident every day. For us, our students come first. My motto as a teacher, a staff developer, and supervisor has always been, let's keep our eyes on the prize. My teachers know that. I've always said that. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. And the prize is the well-being of our students. With this at the forefront, we strive to continue to give our students what they need, both affectively and cognitively. But how can we do this right now? By first ensuring that we create a strong sense of community in our classrooms. In these times, creating a safe virtual space where students can express themselves is absolutely crucial. In most cases, we cannot see our students. We don't know what they're going through at home. We don't know if they must take care of younger siblings while mom and dad go to work, or we don't know if they themselves have to go to work in order to help out the family during this crisis. So as educators, we must be flexible and at the same time, continue to give them what they need instructionally. With the right technology, which thankfully in Elizabeth we do have, a curriculum that is both rigorous and comprehensive, and an acute awareness of our students' social and emotional needs, we will not only get through this, but we will emerge as better educators, equipped with a skill set that will prepare us to teach in a new framework, because it's never going to be the same again. It won't. We are doing this now, and we will continue to do this in Elizabeth. This is what you call resilience. So I want to thank you for giving me this award. I want to thank everyone who's involved, all of our district leaders, our teachers, everyone. I appreciate this because it's a recognition of a collective effort on the part of all of us in Elizabeth. It's not just Maria Fabiano, absolutely not. all right? It is the collective effort of all of us in Elizabeth, and in particular, our teachers and our students who work very hard every day. And they really personify, I have to get this dig in because I'm an English teacher at the end of the day. They really personify the word resilience. So I want to thank you very much, and I want to congratulate the rest of my colleagues who earned this award. I'm very proud to be a part of all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The 2020 Visionary Principal of the Year Award, elementary level, is Kristen Paskalides, Principal of the Middle Township Elementary School Number 1. During the 2018-2019 school year, the Middle Township District received news that it was eligible to apply for a preschool expansion grant. That's when Kristen quickly put a phased implementation plan into action, calling for the using of 7 new classrooms and converting 3 existing classrooms. He launched a critical parent communication component to advertise the potential full-day program and recruited at-risk student populations. On September 3rd, they learned that the state had approved their preschool expansion grant. And just 4 days later, they welcomed their first full-day preschool class of 140 students, a full 22 days before the state's deadline. Here to say more about Kristen is Dr. David Salvo, Superintendent of Middle Township Public Schools.
Good morning. On behalf of the Middle Township Board of Education and its staff and students, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. Christian Paskalides as the NJPSA Visionary Elementary Principal of the Year. Mr. Paskalides has been principal at Elementary Number 1 for the past 8 years. During that time, Mr. Paskalides' leadership has greatly benefited our educational community. He has been a tireless leader who leads by example. He's willing to do anything it takes to assist his staff and students in providing a positive learning environment. Mr. Paskalides' strong leadership was certainly evident in his efforts implementing a full-day preschool program in the 2019-2020 school year. His thorough and meticulous planning of the full-day preschool program led to its implementation success. Mr. Paskalides also was the main reason for a successful $14 million referendum to build classroom and support space onto his school building. He painstakingly planned for daily problems that arise from a major construction project. The project was one of the most successful endeavors taken on by our school district, thanks to the leadership of Mr. Christian Paskalides. Mr. Paskalides is highly visible in his building and in our educational community. He regularly seeks input from stakeholders to strengthen the academic and social emotional learning programs at his school. He constantly reviews data to drive important decisions as they relate to student achievement. He's a strong believer in tracking student growth and forming educational programs that meet the needs of his diverse student population. He maintains high expectations for his staff and students as they navigate through these uncharted waters. On a personal note, I've been around many administrators in my 31-year career. I haven't met anyone that is more dedicated to the success of his staff and students than Mr. Paskalides. His leadership traits set him apart from most administrators. His school is always at the forefront of innovative practices and progressive thinking. Mr. Paskalides is a great example for others on how to lead a school building. Again, on behalf of the entire educational community of the Middle Township School District, I am honored to introduce Mr. Christian Paskalides as the NJPSA Elementary Visionary Principal of the Year. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Kristen to accept this award and say a few words.
Thank you, NJPSA, and thank you to Dr. Moore and Dr. Salvo for my introduction. Also, thank you to my wife, Tracy, and my 2 children, Christian and Kaylee, for all their love and support. And congratulations to all the Visionary Award winners. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this award, and especially proud to represent the only school district I've ever known, Middle Township. Most educators don't enter this profession for accolades or awards. Passionate educators are in this for kids, and that's always been my focus. But I'd be lying if I said this award doesn't mean anything to me. In my humble opinion, there's a big difference between administration and leadership. Most can turn out schedules, conduct evaluations, and budget for supplies, but leadership involves setting a vision, communicating, leading by example, and making difficult but well-informed decisions. The accomplishments of all the Visionary Award winners are all great examples of leadership. And if schools ever needed strong leadership, it's now, as we work through unprecedented times. I reflect back on my experiences over the past few years, and Dr. Salvo touched on some of them. And I realize how they define me as a leader, and they prepare me to deal with the crisis that we currently face. 3 years ago, we had a $14 million referendum project. We worked through construction, relocated grade levels, changed procedures in the middle of the year, closed sections of the building, reassigned classrooms and staff, coordinated and communicated.
Oh, is it bagel? Oh,
Then came preschool expansion the next year. That involved writing and applying for the grant, hiring dozens of new staff on contingency, reorganizing the school again, and preparing for 2 different scenarios. Many staff members were impacted by expansion,
you're muting yourself.
but I made the case for how important full-day preschool was to our community. This initiative took over as my most challenging experience as a leader. But despite these challenges and impact to others, the staff embraced expansion, and we successfully implemented the program. Then came COVID. Reopening the school during a pandemic seemed like an insurmountable task, but I realized personally and professionally I was up to it because my leadership skills were defined by these experiences. In some strange way, I saw this as another great challenge. I didn't want to give up, and I didn't want to let my staff, students, or my district down. We implemented resiliency and wellness activities to help reduce stress and anxiety so we can focus on teaching and learning. And we've had some bumps in the road, but I'm proud to say 6 weeks in and we're still open. To me, every day we can offer in-person instruction is a bonus, especially at the elementary level. In closing, when you decide to become a school administrator, you make a serious commitment. We have the power to shape futures, and in a pandemic, the stakes are much higher. That's why I'm so honored to receive this award. Personally, it's a validation of my journey and evolution as a school leader. But more importantly, it's recognition for the great school district and community that I serve, and the talented staff behind me. So again, congratulations to all the Visionary Award winners. Thank you, and good luck to all.
Thank you, Christian. The 2020 Visionary Principal of the Year secondary level is Dr. Michael Vinella, Principal of the East Brunswick High School. Through a collaborative effort of all stakeholders, a 5-year strategic plan was developed to disrupt the learning process to reflect the needs of all students. Through the implementation of this 2020 vision, personalized professional learning for all staff challenged pedagogical practice, revolutionized the physical layout of the classroom, instituted a one-to-one program using Lenovo tablets, and flipped the classroom through the use of Canvas. This plan not only helped to personalize student learning, but it also allowed East Brunswick High School to successfully transition to virtual learning during the recent challenges faced due to the COVID outbreak. Mike Vinella also expanded the school's relationship with Middlesex County College through the Pathways program. This allowed hundreds of students to take college-level courses at East Brunswick High School and Middlesex County College with a savings to parents of over $1 million. I'm happy to introduce Chris Jones, a former East Brunswick High School student, to tell us a personal story about Mike's leadership and humanity. Chris?
Good morning.
Good
First, I
morning.
would like to thank you for the opportunity to speak on the behalf of Dr. Vinella. I'm honored to take a couple of minutes to show how Dr. V has taught me to be resilient in life. I am a 2014 graduate from EBHS and my story is unique. I was a senior at EBHS, and due to circumstances that I will not share here, I was on the verge of becoming homeless. I shared this with my counselor, and she was very concerned for my well-being and immediately notified Dr. V. We met later that day, and he assured me not to worry, as he would speak to the appropriate people, including getting clearance from social services to ensure that I had a safe place to stay that evening until an appropriate placement was found. It was because of Dr. V's actions I was able to have a safe place to stay and continue my education at EVHS. Although not the best situation, Dr. V continued to meet with me and checked in with me often my senior year. Dr. V taught me to be resilient, which eventually helped me get my high school diploma. After graduating, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so Dr. V was there to help guide me and keep me on track, whether it was him helping me with the resume, preparing me for interviews, or simply helping me find the car. As you can see, Dr. V helped me during school, but he also continued helping me after graduation. In fact, to this day, Dr. V and I still remain in touch, even though he is more forceful in his resiliency lessons. So what I want you all to know on the Zoom call is that Dr. V is a visionary leader, but even more importantly, he is committed to ensuring each and every one of his students is successful. So Dr. V, I would like to congratulate you on this award and thank you for not giving up on me and teaching me how to be resilient.
And now I'd like to invite Dr. V to say a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, and I'd like to first congratulate all my fellow Visionary Award winners. I'd also like to thank NJPSA and FEA, not only for this award, but for all your resiliency to keeping us supported during these challenging times. I'd also like to take this quick moment to thank my wife, Sherry, Christopher, Brianna, and Lauren, my 3 children. I'd also like to thank Chris for sharing your story of resiliency. Your journey has not been an easy one, but you exemplify the honor and integrity of an EVHS graduate. Like Chris, many of our students today are facing new challenges due to the vast uncertainty in our world. Yet, as we do in New Jersey, again ranked #1 nationally, all of our educational leaders remain laser focused on meeting the academic, social, and emotional needs of our students. This is no more evident than at EVHS, where a truly dedicated staff bring their best every day, whether it is in person or virtual, for our learners. It is because of the resiliency of our staff that we're able to accomplish our 5-year strategic plan known as our 2020 vision. Acting as a true learning community, we learn side by side to disrupt our pedagogical delivery of learning to meet the needs of every student. Our staff simply defines resiliency, and I'm proud to be their principal. Our collaborative learning center focus was driven also by a resilient group of DC supervisors and building level administrators who tirelessly put up with my challenging vision and questions of what if. Well, we achieved the what if, and our kids are truly better for it. A special thanks to our building level team who put tireless hours in listening to me along the way. Listen, I am the fortunate principal to receive this award and speak here today. Yet, there are hundreds of principals across New Jersey bringing their dedication and resiliency to the job every day. To all my fellow principals, keep up the great work as you are truly making a difference in the lives of our children. I thank you. So in closing, I would like to thank NJPSA and FEA for this wonderful award. And let's all celebrate our resiliency today for the good work that we are doing for the students across New Jersey. Thank you. Having a great conference.
Thank you, Dr. V. Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations to you and all the NJPSA Visionary Award winners. Our final winner will be receiving the NJASCD Dr. Ernest L. Boyer Award. Here to talk more about this award and its very deserving 2020 recipient is the president of NJASCD, Natalie Dougherty.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Moore, NJPSA, and FEA for your continued partnership with NJASCD. I am Natalie Dougherty, the president of NJASCD, and I'm excited to present the Dr. Ernest L. Boyer Outstanding Educator Award on behalf of our executive board. Dr. Ernest L. Boyer had a remarkable career that spanned 4 decades as one of the most articulate and well-reasoned voices of American education. He was highly regarded as an instructor, director, educator, most influentially, a gifted leader whose impact on education has been formidable and lasting. As United States Commissioner of Education, President of the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, and Chancellor for the State University of New York, Dr. Boyer's profound influence shaped and reformed national and international understanding of education. His connection to New Jersey and NJASCD was a close one, as he resided in our state and was a keynote speaker at the NJASCD annual conference in the early 90s. As the voice of education, Dr. Boyer is profoundly missed. In 1996, NJASCD dedicated its most prestigious annual Outstanding Educator Award to the memory of Dr. Ernest L. Boyer. The award, known as the Dr. Ernest L. Boyer Outstanding Educator Award, is presented by NJASCD to an educator who has made a major contribution to the field of education and who has exemplified the vision, leadership, qualities, and commitment to the improvement of education that characterized the career of Dr. Boyer. The award bearing his name serves to recognize and honor Dr. Boyer's accomplishments, inspire the recipients to embrace the qualities and characteristics required to advance our profession, and encourage other educators to aspire to make a difference in the education of youth to shape a better future. For the first time in NJASCD history, we are proud to present Mrs. Maria Adair for the second time with the Ernest L. Boyer Outstanding Educator Award. Mrs. Adair was first recognized for her work as the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction in the Vineland School District. After retiring from Vineland, Marie joined NJASCD full-time as our Executive Director, where she has led our organization for the past 15 years. Her impact is not only felt in New Jersey, but across the world through her involvement in ASCD. While serving as Executive Director, Marie also sat on the ASCD Executive Board and Legislative Committee, contributing to overall legislative agendas. It is because of Marie's leadership that New Jersey is continuously recognized on a national level by ASCD as an astounding affiliate. Executive directors from affiliates across the world look to Marie for advice and insight. When reflecting on Marie's legacy, her gift lies in fostering relationships. Sorry. She has the ability to make everyone feel welcome instantly and connected. I remember first meeting Marie as a novice teacher. I wasn't sure what I had to offer, but she saw something in me. She welcomed me to the table with a smile and continues to shape the educator who I am today. There are many leaders across the country who can share the moment when they met Marie and how she helped foster their professional growth. Marie has helped to mold a generation of leaders by modeling grace, empathy, integrity, and a classic sense of style. On the state level, Marie has taken her power of building relationships to shape NJASCD's role as a convener, whether it is bringing together K-12 and institutes of higher education through symposiums or serving on NJDOE committees. Her impact is felt by many. This conference is just another testament of Marie's ability to leverage partnerships with our colleagues at NJPSA and FEA. On behalf of the NJASCD Executive Board, I am proud to present Mrs. Maria Dare with the Dr. Ernest L. Boyer Award as an outstanding educator. Your retirement from NJASCD is anything like your entire retirement from Violin. We cannot wait to see what you have in store. Congratulations, Marie.
Thank you. We will now hear from Marie, who will give us a few words. Marie?
Yes. Thank you, Robin. And thank you, Natalie, for your wonderful words. I shall treasure them always. And congratulations to all of the award recipients today. Your leadership and your work during the era of COVID is clearly extraordinary, and your awards most deserving. So today I am honored and extremely humbled to receive the 2020 Boyer Outstanding Educator Award. Allow me to express my heartfelt thanks to the members of the Executive Board of New Jersey ASCD. In education, and I suspect other major professions, are never accomplished alone. This award is the result of our collective work throughout the state and nationally with ASCD that enables great educators to inspire, create, share, and increase the capacity overall for each other. Our genuine and elevates the profession. Thank you for this lifelong gift of working with excellent educators, as it has been such an important part of my career and my life. So I will share with you today that this year, my 53-year career in education comes to a close. It has been a remarkable and a great journey. In sharing a reflection, I chose Jim Collins in his seminal book, Good to Great, as he summarizes my thoughts at this time when he writes, and I quote, "And when your responsibilities are aligned with your goals, that your work and your life move toward greatness. For in the end, it is impossible to have a great life unless it's a meaningful one. And it's very difficult to have a meaningful life without important work. Perhaps then you might gain that rare tranquility that comes from knowing that you've had a hand in creating something of intrinsic excellence that makes a contribution. Indeed, you might even gain that deepest of all satisfactions, knowing that your short time here on earth has been well spent and that it mattered." To all educators and everyone in this virtual audience, you have a most meaningful profession, developing minds that shape the future. I wish you success, courage, and a remarkable journey. I know that you are making a difference. Thank you again for this lovely recognition and award. And I turn this over to Robin.
Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you.
Marie and all of our award winners, congratulations to all of you. On a personal note, Maria Dare, I will miss you terribly. You have certainly impacted my leadership also, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you have done and for the partner you have been with NJPSA and FEA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A meaningful life indeed, Marie. And I look forward to joining you in retirement sometime soon. But thank you, everybody. And I am